I think I'm like a sponge. So whatever I like or whatever I am, my surroundings is about, I tend to just soak it all in.
Hey people! Hello! Welcome to today's episode on She Create Podcast. And I am your host, Jumai Smalls. I'm here today again. Yeah. How do I look, guys? How do I look? How do I look? Do you like my face? Or my hair? I have a very beautiful guest in the studio today. I have a very super talented. I don't know how to even hype this person because she wears so many caps that fit. Like, she's a voiceover artist, a very talented one at that. She's an audio producer, and she's the senior producer at Max FM. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's give it up for Ewoma, the voice. Hi, Ewoma.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Did you hear that voice? Guys, she's one of the voices behind MTN and other big brands. Yes, adverts. Yes, Elma has an amazing voice. You can check her out on Instagram as well. Yeah. Elma, how you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Calm.
Yoruba will say shorojo. You know what
What's
that
your
means?
Ojo? Ojo Opo.
Ah, no, Elma, don't bite
Opo
me.
Dada.
Let's keep it calm. Let's take it back. Let's take it back to English.
Sure.
Good to have you in the studio today. I can't wait to have a very brilliant conversation with you. I would like you to take us through your journey in the voice industry, voiceover industry as well, while you also tell us how you got into audio producing as well.
Great. Okay. So let me start from the very beginning, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going to start from. I had just finished studying computer science at Lagos City Poly, and I thought I was going to do something computer science related, maybe something tech related. So I started sending out my CVs to tech companies, and I dropped my CV at, no, I didn't drop it. I actually sent an email to different radio stations as well because maybe they would need a tech person there because I liked listening to the radio back then when I was really, really young, and I'm still young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would listen to the radio morning, afternoon, night. I was part of them. And I thought, okay, to be cool, let me drop my CV there and see if they can get me on board. So I also went to FRCN training school while I was doing all of that. And while I was at the training school, I got a call from Cool FM
Oh.
because I'd actually applied for a social media person to handle their social media. Like, okay, yes, somehow tech related because,
Yeah.
yeah. And as soon as I got there, they handed me a script. I'm like, what?
From social media.
I did not apply to be on air. So what are you giving me a script for? Anyway, I was there. I got the script. I read it. So at the time, they were looking for a voice for the station. So we're a bunch of people who came to audition that day or that period, and it was just down to two people, one guy and one girl, and I was the girl. And again, in terms of the idea for Cool FM is a young girl having a good time, and my voice fits that
Young girl.
young girl, that personality, and the image that Cool FM is trying to portray. And that's how I had no idea what voiceovers was about. Like, even though I'd heard people doing adverts on the radio, cartoons, that person you call on the phone and the person says, the number you have dialed is not reachable at the moment. So I didn't know those things were voiceovers until I auditioned and I got the job and I started doing the work. So it's not like I went to some school to go and learn voiceovers or to learn radio imaging or any form of production.
Yeah.
I practically learned everything on the job.
Wow.
2013. Well, I say it's the best year of my life.
That was like
because
Of it, because that's like a turnaround year.
yeah, because I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. Radio found me. Thank God for the people that I was working with at that time. I was able to learn all I needed to learn from them and also from other places as well.
Okay, so are there like any like in the industry, is there like anybody you look up to or anybody that you learned from, you know?
In the industry, so I look up to a lot of people. I think I'm like a sponge. So whatever I like or whatever I am, my surroundings is about, I tend to just soak it all in. So I would say we have amazing voiceover artists in Nigeria and around the world. So if I hear a particular person that I like, I listen to their work often and say, okay, what if I try this? Because this person tried this. Then there are books as well. So shout out to all the authors of all the voiceover books that I've read. So I look up to you people. So I look up to the voiceover artists around the world
Well,
and in Nigeria.
That's good to hear. Do you like train your voice? Are there things that you don't do for your voice to sound a particular way?
No, I don't really do anything.
Okay, now you just switched. That's
I
a
did.
different voice. I was gonna ask. Now let's go into the radio imaging and radio production part. How did you come about that? How did you from voicing to that?
So fantastic. Being a voiceover artist at a radio station would mean that you'll be surrounded by other producers. I was working with Tola Adeogun, Triumphant Grandeur, and Emmanuel Edunjobi. Those were amazing people, amazing producers. And so, like I said, I'm a sponge. I absorb everything that is around me. And I was working with these people and just found it really fascinating that, hey, this is really fun. I would like to learn. And they were showing me like one or two things. I would experiment and show them, oh, look at what I did. I'm like, nice one, nice one. So I was able to learn from them. Yeah. And that was how I was able to learn radio imaging and everything about it, just giving the station a unique sound.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I love that. But are there like any would you say because you're a voiceover actor, right? That's why you then say imaging or
No, I don't think so. Well, because the other producers aren't necessarily voiceover actors, you know. It's just something that I found interesting to do. It's not everybody that would just say, oh, what these people say, what are they even doing? They don't really care. Well, I actually cared about it. And that's why I still do it up till now with Max FM and a bunch of other radio stations I've worked with. Well, I'm currently with Max FM.
Okay, so if I were to give you a gig to voice like a jingle for my brand,
What? You're looking at me
will
now.
you charge us?
Don't worry.
How much will you charge? Like, what's like the lowest?
Do you really want to talk about
Yeah, I want to talk about money.
money?
Yeah, is there like a? You can just give us like
Yeah, an estimate. So it depends, yeah. It depends on the script, on the type of script, if it's IVR, if it's radio commercial, if it's audiobooks. I mean, there are different types of voiceovers, you know. The common one we have in Nigeria is radio commercials.
radio commercials. Yeah.
Say 1 minute, 45 seconds.
Corporates.
You know. Let's. So there's an association, the AVOA, voice of
Yes, voice.
yeah, we shall know the association on it. So there's a standard price list.
Oh yeah.
And last time I checked, I think it's between 100,000 and 200,000 for like a 1 minute voiceover, if I'm not mistaken. Because the last time I checked, I can't remember right now. But basically, that's the standard. That should be the standard.
Well, that should be the standard. But I like if you're voicing a TV ad, it differs as
Yes,
well,
it's
right?
different. So that's why I say it depends on what the use of the voiceover is for. So that's for voiceover alone.
Yeah.
There's money for production.
Yeah, I know. There's money for that. Just for voiceover alone.
Yeah, you see that we're making money.
Awarded great. Okay, let's talk about how do you change your voice? Because you've changed your voice 1 million times on this show.
Well, I don't know. I
How do
just
you like just switch it up? How is it that easy for you?
so it's like it's practice. Practice, practice, practice. I've been doing this for over 10 years since 2013. So getting into the character of whatever script you're giving. Yeah, that's how you just switch. You can decide to sound like a child, you can decide to sound like an older lady or a teenager. But for me right now, I'm just having a good time. So I don't know
Yeah, I
why
love
and how
it.
I'm able to switch.
I
But
love it.
that's just what it is for voiceover artists, just getting into character for that particular moment.
What's like your preparation procedure process before you turn on the mic and record?
Okay, good. My procedure is rehearse the script maybe 1 or 2 times, a couple times. After rehearsing the script, turn on the mic, make sure it's working, record a bit, check the audio quality if it's good enough, because sometimes you can be recording and the mic sounds like it's at the back of your head when it's supposed to be in front of you. But yeah, so that's just basically what I do. I don't really do much. I don't know why, but it just comes easy for me. Yeah, some people would maybe do all those tongue twisters and the breath works.
I think I saw,
You know, all those kind of things. But I do it sometimes, but not every time.
Thank you for having this conversation with me. My pleasure. Thank you so much, you guys. If you know the backstory, but thank you, Elma. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, yes.
I really do appreciate your presence
pleasure.
here. But before you go, we're gonna play a game.
Let's go.
It's a very interesting rapid fire question. Welcome to the game segment of She Create Podcast, and we have Ewoma on the hot seat today. Ewoma, all right, let's do this. If you could create a new holiday, what would it be, and how would people celebrate it?
A new holiday.
Yes,
We have a lot of holidays in the world right now.
a new one.
A new one should be, oh my God, go to the beach every day. Oh no. I mean,
A beach day.
yeah, a beach day.
A
yeah.
beach day.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
beach is fun.
And it should be a holiday, right?
Yes,
A
let me
day
say-
for everyone should to go to the beach. But you know, we don't have plenty beaches again like that.
We'll look for it. First of November.
Beach day.
Yes, beach day.
1st of
I don't
November.
know. I just randomly picked the day.
Beach day. Okay. If you could turn any hobby into a career, what would it be?
Hobby, career, sleeping.
Come back, producer laughing.
Or eating. What is it? Is eating not a hobby?
It's yes, it is actually. Oh, it is a career. Oh,
Career.
are you
All
serious?
these food enthusiasts.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
career like people that
All
create content
yeah.
that analyze and break down food. Yeah. If you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Hey, interesting. My room. Yeah.
What's the most valuable thing you have ever learned?
What's the most valuable thing I've ever learned? Patience.
Hey.
Learn to be patient because that's basically what you need in this life. Because everything can just come easily like that. You just have to do the work and wait for the results.
That's it. What's the most daring thing you have ever done? Daring thing.
Baby. Ooh. Okay, it's a short story. So my friend and I went out and we met Tom.
No.
Okay. Cuts. I mean, that's basically what it is now. I can't think of any other thing.
Let's go. I like this gist.
Should I?
I like
My friend and I were out for some small cocktail events with some executives, at a really nice chilled place. And we met a couple guys, two guys. We don't know them from anywhere. We don't know them from Jack. They said, we're this, we're that. We work with this, we work with that. Yeah, we work with this, we work with that too. How about we go and chill somewhere?
Wow.
Like, yeah, okay, let's go. And we went.
With
these
daring, with strangers. How?
Don't do this.
Please don't.
I'm telling you, don't do this. How people get
Don't.
kidnapped or
Yes.
don't do it.
Please. In Lagos, in this time and age, right?
Yeah, it was back when it was the 90s. Yeah, it didn't happen recently. It was
But wait,
90s.
But did you guys have fun?
Yeah, actually, we did. We went back
Sometimes
then. Yeah.
it's good to take risk. You don't know.
And we're good friends till
Yeah.
now with these people.
You see,
Yeah.
this life is not hard.
It's not hard,
You can take risks
You only
sometimes.
live once.
You don't know if your next big breakthrough is in that risk taking. In short, sometimes like 99% is always right. Oh God, don't follow anybody when you know. All right, thank you so much for this session. Thank you so much for being on this podcast with us. We really do appreciate, and we had a very insightful conversation. So one thing on this podcast, we have like an invisible wall where you get to like drop a quote. So you inspire someone out there. I don't know, there's someone out there listening that whatever you say could inspire the person. So let's have it.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
Simple. Jesus, I love this. Love your neighbor as yourself. Okay. Very simple. See, love is the greatest. It's the greatest thing. Like
Yeah.
very great. Once you love somebody or you love something, it's easy for you. Very easy. Very easy. So love your neighbor as you love yourself. All right, guys. I hope you had an amazing time on this episode and it was fun. Thank you so much for always streaming. Continue streaming, like, share, comment, and have a good day. Good night. Whatever time you listen to this. Bye. Mwah.